Hello everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood can of tofu here, and it has been a while since I've made another rambling and drawing video, uh, and the reason for that is because I haven't had anything to ramble about, but I have recently been thinking about things. I think my last rambling and drawing video was like quite some time ago. I think it was before I started testosterone. Uh, so if you care to check out my most recent video, or actually no, not my most recent video, my most recent rambling and drawing video, you will notice that I sound quite different. And that is because I was preteen, and now I am like 6 or 7 months on T, something like that. I've lost track of the days. But I've noticed some things. I was really hoping that all of my troubles would go away after starting testosterone, and honestly, I do feel a lot better emotionally, but there are some things I noticed, and that thing is just like, what's the word? Assimilating? Yeah. Like, trying to fit in, trying to be what people expect of me, and not really knowing how to do that, which is something that I've always struggled with in life. I was born in New York, my family's from New York, but I moved somewhere else at a very young age, and that somewhere else was a really nice, pretty town with a bunch of rich white people, and my family was not rich and we were not white, so we did not really like vibe with the people there. We, like, my siblings and I tried our hardest to do so, but we like literally couldn't, because we did not have the budget, we did not have the look of other, folks. And not that I hated my childhood. I think I liked my friends growing up, but there was always this underlying feeling of like wanting to be different so I could fit in with the people around me. And eventually I moved schools, and the school I went to after that was filled with people that looked like me, like people of color and people of mixed ethnicities, which made me feel pretty damn awesome to not have people grab my curly hair without asking. God, that was annoying. But what I noticed is that because I grew up around white people, I I act like a white person, which is like, stereotypes, but in amongst the ghetto black people, yeah, I do not fit in with them at all. And there's so many other aspects of everything that I just don't fit into, like the LGBT community is very whitewashed, so I'll go to pride parades and it'll be awesome that I'm in a pride parade, but it's like everyone there is white and I just feel very out of place. And it's like the social, what's the word, like the social norm, or just the gender norms between white people and black or Hispanic people is very different. So in those standards I may look pretty masculine, but in my own culture I still look very feminine. So it's hard to fit in every aspect of life. So like right now, I'm drawing a picture of my buddy and I in our respective aesthetics. And I am pretty drawn to like punk things or like goth music, or the aesthetic. Whereas my friend is drawn to like the more scene. Well, I'm pretty sure we both like goth, so that's cool. We both like alternative styles, I should say. But again, that is also very whitewashed. And I find myself having difficulty figuring out styles that work for people that look like me. A lot of goth makeup is, uh, white foundation, or things like makeup. And makeup looks very different on my skin than it does on pale skin. So trying to find that inspiration, and not only for my skin color, but my gender. Goth is very important in the makeup scene, for the look at least. And I get so scared of wearing makeup because I don't want to look feminine. That's like, huge dysphoria for me. So it's hard to like be able to find the easy medium. So not only am I a person of color who's into the goth scene, but I am transgender male. So I'm trying to like figure that part, or I guess transgender non-binary. And I'm LGBT, and there's all these like, what's the word? I think it's called like intersectional, things. It's like you are not just one thing. You are multiple things. Like it's not like there's a day where I can just deal with being non-binary or trans. There's not one day where I have to deal with being a person of color. There's not one day where I have to deal with liking alternative clothing. It's like it's all of that mixed together, all of that constantly. And I have done so much of trying to fit in and trying to like make myself be able to mold into any of these things so that I can focus on one thing at a time, so I can like I won't dress alternative so that I can focus on looking masculine, or I'll try to do my hair in a way that makes me look more like more black, I guess, which I'm embarrassed to say it, but like I really do have serious insecurities about that. And I don't know if you could tell, I'm not really that dark, so people don't even know that I am black. I'm black and Puerto Rican, and that's another thing. It's like sometimes I'll try to learn Spanish because I was never taught Spanish growing up. But I can't focus on just that alone. It's like all of these things mixed together, and I'm trying to. I've spent so much time in my life trying to focus on one and just get one over and done with, and then something else pops up. I've tried to fit in one area of life, and then I realize that I don't fit into another area of life. So at this point, I'm like, why? What's the point of trying? I've realized that I am just not the type of person that can fit in to many things. I'm a weirdo. And I used to really hate that. And now I think I'm just tired. I'm tired of trying to fit into areas of life that I can't fit into. I just want to be able to live my life. I'm tired of making attempts to like try to fit in. It's like it takes a toll on me, like constantly being aware of how no matter what I do, it's just not working out, because that's how I am. I don't really know how to be normal. I don't know how to be hyper masculine. I don't know how to pretend that I'm cisgender. I really can't do that. I don't know how to dress what's the word? Normal? Is that an acceptable word? I don't know how to dress normally, and even if I did, I feel like super depressed when I do. It's like I hate trying to be something that I'm not. So I think at this point I'm tired. I just want to be myself. fitting in is something I've tried to do for so long, and it's something that I've like never been good at. There was one point when I said that I had changed schools. When I first moved to that school, I was so scared of being noticeable for looking masculine, that I went out of my way to be like a girl. I really went out of my way to try to be feminine, and I did not know how to do that. Like, I cannot. I literally can't. Like, I don't know how to be normal. I don't know how to act like a black person. I don't know how to act like a white person. I don't know how to do anything really that isn't, authentic to me. So I think I'm just gonna stop trying. It's like, who am I trying for? I want to be focusing more on just like living my life, because I spent all these years trying to be something that I'm not. And where has it gotten me? It's gotten me nowhere. I think the only issue with that, though, is that it's so much easier said than done to just be able to be like, oh, I'm tired of pretending. I'm just gonna be myself, and I'll magically turn into the person that I want to be. It's really not that easy at all. I still need to work up the guts. Things like makeup that I want to get into. I really am quite scared of wearing makeup, so it's not like I can just say, oh, I'm gonna stop trying to be masculine and wear makeup all the time. It's like, it's really not that easy. I need to work on that part of myself, because I've spent so many years being scared, and it's hard to snap out of that. Fear is like a really hard thing to snap out of. You don't just become not afraid of something that you were like terrified of. But it's something that I want to work on. I think I'm just gonna take slow steps and work on being the person that I really want to be. That sounds super cheesy, but like, it's true. I do want to be myself. Cause I get so tired of trying to be something that I'm not, because I literally can't. So when you're constantly trying and failing, it gets annoying. So I'm just gonna live my life. And I gotta learn to accept the hardships that come with that. And that I'm gonna have things called at me. I'm gonna have people questioning my identity. But at this point, I really don't care. Who am I trying for? I need to live my life for myself. That sounds super cheesy, but it's really true. So I'm just gonna start trying to do makeup, and I will fail horribly. I'm gonna buy clothes that I like, and I'm gonna look like an idiot for a while, because I've spent all these years not learning to be myself, so now I finally need to explore that part of myself. And it's gonna take some time. But I'm willing to do it. I think it's that time of my life to stop giving a shit. What are we at? Speed paint now? I rambled for long enough. You guys have been tired of my voice, I bet. I'm just gonna go into speed paint mode. So this is the finished line art. I just wanted to show a little part of it because I noticed I always forget to like show the actual line art before I color it in the end. Also wanted to shout out this person, the friend that I drew in the picture. They are a beautiful artist. You should definitely check out their work, and I will link all of their stuff down below. Commission them because their stuff is so good. And that's it. I still don't have an intro for these videos. I am going to leave it right there. Bye.